So for the past few weeks I've been trying out the Permobil M3, and we thought we would just show you what it's like to drive, the different features, what I'd like, what I maybe don't like, because this is the first time I've ever tried like a mid-wheel drive. I've always drove a rear-wheel drive wheelchair, so this is really different for me, a cool experience, so we'll show you what it's like. So one of the things I like about this chair is the fact that it's a mid-wheel drive, so it means that you can literally turn like on a pinhead basically. So I will demonstrate right now for you. So it's just much better for like if you're in tight spaces. You don't need to take up a lot of space, because in my rear wheel drive I have to do about a million turns or movements to get in position sometimes. So with this mid-wheel drive I really like the fact that it's just easy to turn. You like that as well, don't you, Alan?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Another one of the features that I absolutely love is the elevation. Again, like this is something that I don't have on my current chair. I've never actually had this before, and it's something that I really would love and like benefit from. So the elevation, I think it goes up to, is it 12 inches?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 12 inches? No, it must be more than that. Yeah, it seems a lot more than that. So elevation, I'll demonstrate that now for you. So
This is awesome.
and it's still going, and it's still going.
Whoa.
And that's at the highest it can go.
Whoa, how'd you feel up there? Like me?
Like the Queen of the Castle.
6 foot. Awesome feature, the best feature for gigs.
This would make such a difference whenever we go to gigs, because the amount of times that we go to a gig and I can never see over people's heads in front of us, so with this it would just make life so much easier. Yeah, we wouldn't need to bother. And even just walking next to Alan, it would be much better. Just being at the same eye level as people that you're with, yeah, it just makes you feel more part of it, and it saves getting a sore neck, having to like look up to people all the time. So yeah, I really like this.
Good luck.
So I'm going to just go back down now.
And you're small again. The suspension is really good. I've been able to like go over like bumps, and go down curbs and things like that a little bit easier. Other things that we really like is the LED lights, which we'll show you. Yeah, they're
When
cool.
it's dark. What else do we like?
Don't know, I think just the suspension, the fact that it's got the kind of, these two unique kind of pivoting casters at each side of the middle wheel, and they help with the rough ground. They sort of move independently, always kind of making sure the chair is more or less on the ground at one point or another. So that I really like that, the kind of arms on it there.
It's got an ICS, which is like the control buttons at the back, but again we'll maybe demonstrate
I'll show you them
that.
now. Yeah. So that's this set of buttons here, but they are lit up green. But yeah, we'll show you them. So it means you can like help the person control the functions of up and down and things like that. So yeah.
And other features obviously are like the seat tilting back, fully recline. I can put my feet up, which is perfect for like watching the TV, sunbathing, in this lovely weather. So yeah, that's just some of the features that we've liked. And we'll demonstrate them a little bit later on. Because I don't know if you can hear us properly. That is a bit loud.
It's a bit windy.
It's a bit windy. Okay. That's all for now. We're back home now and I thought we would just show you some of the features that we didn't manage to show you when we were outside. Now I found this a little bit difficult to begin with just because of the lack of movement and stuff, strength in my hands, but there's this little lever here and I just use my thumb and I can push up and that switches it on. And then you've got mode. Actually, we'll try profile. So I've got an indoor mode now, but if you press profile, it can then go to normal, which is more like outdoors. This little switch here shows a rabbit and then a turtle. So
Fast and slow.
Obviously, yeah, turtle is like put your speed down so you can see the little yellow bar going down, and then if I push up to the rabbit, the little yellow bars move up, and that is my speed. So we'll put it down now. And if you press mode, and then this is where you're changing like your different positions basically, and you just either move your controller to the right. I don't know if you can see here on the screen, it goes yellow for which mode you're on. So obviously the foot plates you can adjust, M1, M2, M3, and the M1, 2 and 3 is basically pre-programmable modes, so you can set like certain like positions that you would like to be in. So maybe when you like to watch TV, you can have like a certain position that you just literally press that and it will go into that mode. This is going to go back, and this is good for like stretching your back and just taking pressure off. I can go really, really far back, but should we go all the way back? Literally now my hand is falling off the controller, so Alan, can you help me? So another one is you can change the position of the feet. So whatever you want your foot plates to be at, you can. This is good if you want to fully recline and put your feet up at night. Watch TV.
It's a whole new meaning to putting your feet up.
Yeah. Also it's good when you recline your backrest as well.
Because when you recline the backrest, you're basically lying flat.
And in this position it actually feels like a really nice stretch on my legs.
Okay.
So I'm going to just show you fully reclined the backrest as well, because like why not? Let's go.
At some point your hand's going to fall off though.
Yeah. Yeah. This is me fully reclined.
How are you enjoying it?
Yeah. We've got a nice ceiling. Yeah. I guess it's good if we ever go and stay anywhere and the bed isn't comfortable, I could just like lie down.
The bed isn't comfortable.
But a lot of the time
Your hair's all hanging down.
So one of the coolest features, and there's lots of them, but one of them is the lights. So we've got like hazards, we've also just got like front lights, which are great in the dark.
Oh, they're so bright.
Yeah.
These lights, unbelievably bright in the dark actually. So they really do a practical job. Like when we're at gigs and coming out of dark festivals and just walking around cities and stuff at night, these actually genuinely are good.
Yeah.
Not sure how bright they show in the camera right now.
We've got like hazards.
These are pretty cool. In case you break down.
In case I break down, yeah.
Look at that. It's like a car.
I'll turn round and let you see
The back bit actually,
the back.
someone told us once somewhere that it was based on, these backlights are based on like Audi.
That was all like the good things I like about it. There is a few little things that
Don't suit you.
don't work for me in particular, but that's just because of my like limitations and my disability. Yeah, the position of the chair is quite high, so I can't really get under tables that well, especially in the house. The chair that I've currently got is, I think, one of the lowest seating chairs.
Seat to ground
Seat
height,
to
yeah.
ground. So it's easy to get under tables in the house, out like in public and restaurants and different things like that. I've never really had that many difficulties really when I've been out getting on, but with this one my knees are positioned a lot higher. This is my own personal cushion that we've just put on the Permobil, just because this one suits me a lot better for pressure and things like that.
I would say it's probably a good 3 inches thicker than the Permobil cushion. So that's bringing your overall knees up.
Yeah. The other thing is the controller, and that's not just a Permobil, like there's other wheelchairs with this type of
So maybe if you turn to the side they can see what you mean.
controller. When it curves up the way.
It's quite very chunky and high.
Yeah, again, it's just because of my weak arms. I struggle to like reach the buttons, just because of the curve. I'm used to like a controller that's more like flat, so it's just easier to press the buttons. But yeah, apart from that,
The joystick maybe as well is a thing, but I know there's options.
there's different options. This is my own joystick that I've just added on, but you get all different types of ones to suit your grip and like preference. Again, because of the controller, because it curves up, it's more difficult to get close to tables or get under tables, and I know you can push the controller out to the side, but you still might not be able to get fully under because it curves up. And again, I need to be able to lean on a table for like eating and things like that, so I really do need to get fully under and as close as possible to a table.
Would you say it's quite a big chair as well? Like, because going in the van, when you're in the back of your car, it's it takes up every inch of width.
Yeah.
It hits against the sort of sides of the van once you're inside. The wheels are quite chunky in the way they turn.
Yeah.
I'd say it's quite a big chunky chair as well. It's not really the most delicate chairs.
Yeah. So that's all things that obviously you need to take into consideration if you are looking to get a new wheelchair. You need to really think and try it in your like if you've got a wheelchair accessible vehicle and things like that. Is it going to work? Are you going to be able to fit in? Is there going to be enough space? So yeah, there's all the kind of things you need to think about as well, and what we'll need to think about when looking to get a new chair for me. Like the features and how fancy and modern it is.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sort of black wheels
it.
and stuff.
I love it, yeah, the black wheels. The way it moves, it's really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Yeah, it's got some power on it.
Like the suspension's really good. Yeah, all the features are just amazing. But there's just the little things that...
Maybe if they could somehow make a smaller seat to ground height, it would help things for every kind of cover other disabilities, I guess, like yours. But
yeah. But yeah, I've really enjoyed trying.
It's been awesome. It's been like having higher of a Ferrari, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And I just want to thank Permobil for letting me try it out for these couple of weeks. Actually, we did have it months and months ago, probably back in December actually. Was it December I first got it?
I just remember it was dark and wet on the product.
It was dark and wet, so we probably will add in footage from when we first had it, so the weather will look drastically different to what we filmed today. But yeah, got it back then. It had a slightly different backrest. It was more curved and came up at the sides. It was really good. It kept me in a really upright position, stopped me from like falling to the sides, but it stopped me from being able to move my arms. So we changed the backrest, and it just took a wee bit longer, and then people weren't allowed to come into your homes and things like that, so we obviously gave the chair back for a few months till we got the new backrest. I think that was all, wasn't it? Yeah. And then we got it back just a few weeks ago again to try it out properly, and yeah, it's been cool. So yeah, I think that's all for our little mini review. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!